University City at UC Field, Centurion territory. I'm Will Torrez. We are VSN. With me tonight, Ron Rubio, Coach Swearingen on the call tonight. Welcome to Friday Night Football, where we have the Brawley Wildcats traveling west to San Diego County to visit an 0-4 team. But Coach Ron, that 0-4 team of the of the University City
Centurions, right?
Centurions is deceiving, isn't it, Coach?
It's a very deceiving record at 0-4. They've lost a couple of games to really good teams. I mean, one of their losses was to Trinity out of Fort Worth, Texas, a 3A state champion. They also lost to La Costa Canyon. I'm not sure of their other two losses, I believe. However, they're ranked number 11 in Division II. They're number 31 overall in San Diego. They're ranked over the Brawley Wildcats, who are 3-0 and are sitting at number 14 in D2.
Coach Swearingen, when you take a look at the Brawley Wildcats, you've seen them the last couple of weeks. We had a chance to do them against Cibola. And what are your thoughts? And look, they're 3-0. And one of the things against Valley Center, you know, the truth is it wasn't the same Valley Center team that the Wildcats were used to facing.
No.
And then Canyon Hills came to visit, and we had the opportunity to see them. What are some of the things that you've seen out of those Wildcats in those games?
In all honesty, I see a very, very good Brawley Wildcat football team, both sides of the ball, offense and defense. But I truly think that tonight is going to be the first big test of the Wildcats because, like I said, the record of the Centurions, my God, that is deceiving. They have played tough people, and Brawley will kind of find out where they stand after tonight's game.
Well, when Ron says, you know, he talked about a tough schedule. Look, that 28-21 loss to Mission
Bay, that's one of the games, right?
Yeah,
right.
And that could have went either way. That's one of those games where we didn't know where Mission Bay was actually at. And it being the second game of the season, you know, we go, wait a minute now. Is Mission Bay getting better that fast or University not where they're supposed to be at? That was one of those question marks. So the game today is a question mark for both teams. Ron, what have you found out about Uni City here?
Well, Uni City is led by their quarterback, number 2, Quentin Demare. Quentin is a junior. Actually, he's a sophomore. But anyway, so tonight they're getting back a running back, Roman Rodriguez, who was out last week. He was out last week for last week's loss. So now they've got their quarterback who's running around pretty good, throwing the ball pretty well. But now they have a running back that they had missed for the last 2 games. So that being said, their defense is not that bad. Not that bad. Their defense isn't bad. They were in a shootout with Trinity. It was a 64-47 loss. So they can put up points, but they can also give up points.
Yeah, and when you talk about their schedule, look, after they play these Brawley Wildcats, it doesn't get that much easier. After that, they play Cathedral Catholic, St. Augustine, Scripps Ranch, Lincoln, and then they finish the season with Madison. So their schedule is tough for a Division II team, and one of the toughest. I would match them with the Central,
As far as records, yeah, right.
Yeah,
strength of record.
And strength of schedule.
Yeah.
So, but the good thing about the Central Spartans on that side is that Coach Pena and his Spartans played them early. Where right here, University City played them late in the season, you know, and that's where when you get banged up like that, Coach Swearingen, playing tough schedule like that late in the season in a tough division. What are some of the things that affects a team like that, Coach?
You just said the key thing, banged up, injuries. When you play a tough schedule, you're going to eventually, I don't care how good you are and I don't care how good a shape you're in, you're going to suffer injuries.
Right,
and
part of football.
And the key is getting those people back. Hopefully it is not a season-ending injury.
That's true, yeah. Ron, we all had the opportunity to see University City travel down to Brawley, and they brought a squad, and they really put a shellacking on them Wildcats there. this is a different squad we're seeing here right now. The numbers are kind of low. Okay, but they're not small. I mean, when I say not small, I mean size-wise, they're not small.
Physically, right.
Yeah, but they just don't have the numbers that when they travel to Brawley. I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Lockett, and there's a lot of things that play into that. Like
right,
they're no strangers, Ron, to the transfers and a big class graduating. Right. What was that stud quarterback they had?
He ended up going to San Diego State. I forget the kid's name, but he went on scholarship to San Diego State.
Cooper.
He was a linebacker playing quarterback,
yeah,
and that's what he was recruited for the Aztecs. So
he was a load.
He was a load, and you know, back to that game in Brawley last year, it was a. I think Brawley may have had the lead at halftime, and it wasn't until like maybe 5 minutes into the third quarter, a fumble by Brawley opened the floodgates. So it was a good battle with a higher quality football team than what they have right now. And like you just said, the biggest thing to hit these guys, graduation and transfers.
And it happened to both teams when you talk about the graduation rate, where it hit the Brawley. It hit Brawley hard last year, and it hit University City hard this year. And you know, Valley Schools, Coach Swearingen are no strangers when it comes to graduating class, because there's always not the depth to replace the seniors, right, Coach?
Especially if you don't have large numbers to start with.
Right.
And you graduate a bunch of people, and you're in. That's when you find out what coaching's really about, because you bringing the youngsters up.
So as we take a look out on the field right now, University City has won the toss, and they will be taking the ball. Brawley will be kicking off. As we look now, and University City will be on the north. So on your dial is the south going to the right as we get ready for our national anthem.
Happy birthday, Kimberly. And now, let's honor our flag, our freedom, and our great nation with the playing of our national anthem performed tonight by UCI's marching band, the Centurions Sound, under the direction of Mr. Brandon Reinhardt.
Torrez, he's keeping up the middle to the 10. He's gone. He's gone. Matthew Torrez with the fake to Damian Clement. Motion. And there's Cooper.
Right
and there's Cooper untouched. Yeah. Touchdown. Back to University High School, where the Brawley Wildcats are taking on the University City High Centurions. It's a balmy 66 degrees. Beautiful weather, a little bit overcast, but nothing to complain about here. Coach Swearingen, how are you feeling about tonight?
I tell you, I'd like to take this weather back to Imperial Valley.
Well, you know, when you talk about the weather, we had that game last night at at Cal Jones
Right,
Field.
right. We're good.
And
I'm good.
you know what? That was pretty good football weather considering
It was
early
beautiful
September.
football weather, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for September, that was a beautiful night. Who you going to tape up Coach right there? I'm good.
If anybody missed the last night's broadcast, the Spartans did a great job of taking on a tough
Granite Hills team.
Hills team.
Oh,
I mean, they did a great job.
So as we get ready to kick off here, Johnny's Burritos, thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to serving you and your family for many years. Since 1963, Johnny's Burritos has been there for the Imperial Valley, servicing Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro with their key locations.
The kid to look for right now returning the ball is Joshua Dixon, number 5. He is their go-to receiver, and he's also a pretty good kick returner standing at his 10-yard line. And here we go.
Corner kick.
Taken by Nate Hayer. Hayer gets it up
Good
to
coverage.
the 24-yard line, brought down by number 6 of the Wildcats. And
You know, Ron, one of the things one of the things I forgot to mention right before our pregame was I just want to say a thank you to VSN crew. You know, that's Ron Rubio, Joaquin Matu, Saul, Manny, and Coach Swearingen. And also the South End crew, VSN, that's John Moreno, Vic Carrillo, and Panchito and Jose. And I'm going to explain why I'm going to say a thank you to him right after this play, Coach.
it's okay. Quarterback is Quentin DeMara. DeMara now has his running back. I believe that's Rodriguez, number 3. Shoots it out to the right. Pass is complete. Gain of maybe 2 yards on that spot pass, Coach.
So let's get back to that thank you real quick. Our whole plan 2 years ago was to be able to do 2 games a week. I am so proud of both crews when they step up for the love of the game, for the love of our fans, and when you guys are coming down with 3 games, you know, sometimes a week out of the game. So thank you very much to both crews.
Thank you for letting us do this. So here we go.
Will, thank you.
DeMar set, hands off to the left, and that is Rodriguez, Roman Rodriguez.
That is excellent defense.
Good defense by the Wildcats. Little or no gain. He may have lost half a yard, but it's going to be 3rd down, and let's say 8. Ball is placed outside the 25-yard line, 26.
Coach Rubio's defense is playing very aggressive.
That is Rick Rubio. He's talking about part of the co-head coaches at Brawley High. The other being Ray Vandiver on the offensive side. Here we go.
Trips on this side.
10:53 and
Neutral zone violation, defense.
so the Wildcats are going to give them 5 free yards and make that now a 3rd, and I'll say 3rd down and 4.
Coach, that'll just drive you crazy right there. You know, we're in the 4th week of the season with and for kids jumping off ball, especially right in front of the ball, I can only imagine how the head coaches would feel on that.
It's
It's frustrating.
It's frustrating because you just gave up 5 yards unnecessarily. DeMar again looking. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to tuck it. He cuts back at the 30. He's at the 35. Is he going to get the 1st down? He does. And Brawley Wildcats pursued that very well.
Yes, they did.
Even though he broke out, they kept it from a bigger gain, Coach.
Well, the first thing they did was cut off the path where he started to scramble, forcing him to cut back. And when he cut back, safety in the corner came up. An outside linebacker. Yes, great job.
They got the 1st down, and it could have been a lot worse for the Wildcats. However, a good pursuit by the DBs out there. Mike Moreno being a linebacker. I'm pretty sure they're playing him at a strong safety. Moreno was part of the group that was out there hustling. Now here he goes, DeMar looking again. He throws a slant, and that's Dixon. And that's Dixon. They've had the problem. They've had 2. Last week versus Point Loma, they had 2 drop passes in the end zone.
What's the old saying? Hit him in the wrong place, hit him in the hands.
Yeah, but check this out, guys. We are witnessing back-to-back games where we are noticing the speed on some of these teams. That's what I said earlier.
Yeah. That's why that Josh Dixon, he is key. And what makes him more dangerous tonight is getting that Roman Rodriguez kid, that number 3 running back. That, you know, because you got something.
Is this his first game back?
First game back from, I think, the first game of the year.
Wow.
Twins.
Could be wrong. So they got doubles on both sides. The ball now is at the 43-yard line. DeMar fakes, shoots it out to number 7. That's Gunnar Reyes. Reyes maybe gets a good little gain. gain of 4 or 5 yards. Some people would call that a handoff, Coach.
It's just a long handoff.
Well, it was a key block by number 11 of Uni City right there, blocking as a wide receiver. So, what we call that, the old pick play right there.
Same formation.
Abraham Sabalos, number 2 for the Wildcats on the stop, keeping it to a gain of 5. And there's Rodriguez. Rodriguez up to the left side, and he's going to be brought down by Chris Camilo, number 31. Good play there. Stuffed it. No gain. May have lost a half a yard, but now it's going to be 4th down, no doubt. Maybe a punting formation, but we still see the quarterback out there. 4th and 6. They're going to go for it. Can they draw them off sides?
Be too early to use
trying
the
to.
timeout. Yeah.
They're trying to.
Let's see when his hand goes up when 5 seconds are left.
Yeah.
They could just take the 5 and just take the 5 and punt.
Yeah, they've got to. Nope.
They're going to run it. DeMar looking, has plenty of time. He shoots it over, and it's played well
That was
by
awesome.
Roy Rosas.
Great
Number 10
defense. Great
played
defense.
played that great. Had all the time in the world. They let him throw, but he had a lot of time. But a great play by safety Roy Rosas with 8:59 remaining.
What about them going for it on their side of the ball and then Brawley stopping it? Guys, I'm telling you, we're going to be in for a good ball game. I'm already liking that. This is exciting football. Our location's great. Great hospitality by University City, too. Again, we've been here before, so it's just a great setup we got going here.
We're outdoors. We're in the fresh air. We're not in a press box.
I'm not second guessing Uni's coach, but I would have punted.
Uni out there for the first time. This is brought, and there goes Matt Gutierrez following his blocks up the middle. He's going to fall forward, maybe a gain of 3.
That sure looked like a short game. It looks like he ran
quite a ways.
Yeah, for 3 yards, huh?
Ran sideways, I guess.
He had a lane. If he would have cut back to his left, he had a lane.
Mm-hmm. First play of the game was a 3-yard gain for Gutierrez and the Wildcats. 2nd down, ball is now at the 42-yard line of the Centurions.
Hard Insurance, your full-service insurance agency offering customized protection throughout California and Arizona. Give Liz and the girls a call at 344-1400. Located on K Street and Highway 86. Beautiful new location, by the way.
For sure. 8:13 remaining. First quarter. Gutierrez now dropping back. Gutierrez looking, steps up. Doesn't see anybody. Is he going to tuck it? He pumps, and he gets brought down by.
He didn't have anybody open.
Nobody open. Great play by Adrian Soto. Soto on the tackle. Hey, Coach, good coverage. He had time. He had time to pop around at least 4 seconds.
I give Matt credit. There was nobody open, and rather than throw it into coverage,
got a couple yards.
Yes, tucked it and went.
Well, he's no stranger to running, though, right, Ron?
No. But here's a good thing. He went through his progressions, I believe. He checked out everything. 3rd down and 5. Gutierrez again shoots it out to the right. And that's complete to Gilbert Valenzuela. Valenzuela cuts back at the 20. Going to roll his way up to maybe the 16-yard line. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, 17-yard line.
Yeah.
And just an observation, Ron, Coach, Brawley, in all their games that they have started very aggressive. The interesting thing was going to be how fast they were going to start today, because they were like a go. They were supposed to score on the teams they were supposed to score upon.
Right.
So this is a very interesting test for these Brawley Wildcats.
That was a perfectly thrown ball.
Really,
and a great
really
pattern.
was. And, the angle that we're at, it had like a good – and that's Zane Richards. Zane Richards. If he keeps his balance, he gets knocked out at the 2. Zane Richards with a great balance there. Quick hitter outside to the outside right side of the offensive line.
Wow.
I offered hats off to Coach Rubio's defense, and now hats off to Coach Vandiver's offense. Excellent job.
First and goal at the 3-yard line. This is exactly what they wanted to do. Well, anybody wants to come out and have a good first play drive on your offense.
Will, you brought it up about, asking about should they have gone for it, and here it is.
Yeah, this is what happens. And a fake to Richards, the read option, and nothing doing. So Gutierrez gets it to the 1-yard line, did not lose a yard. Wildcats now at the 1-yard line. Well, yeah, Coach. I mean, if you're going to gamble like that, You got to pay the consequences if it doesn't work.
Little early, you think? I mean,
I've never gambled.
Never. What do we say about conservative coaches?
Well, but then again, Ron, sometimes it's the confidence in the head coach. He goes, no, you know what? I feel confident. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, right now you're looking at 0-4. You're in your 5th game of the season.
Yeah, good
You know,
point.
are we going anywhere?
That drop ball
Let's
killed
go
him.
somewhere tonight. And there's Richards. No, Gutierrez keeps and he walks in.
You
So
know-
with 6:01 remaining, the Wildcats score 6-0.
As Gutierrez goes in, let's take another look at that. And we're going to look at it right after this PAT right here.
PAT by, let's see who's going to kick today. Is that Urbano, number 22 for the Wildcats?
Ronnie, you said, you know what those conservative coaches, all of them have in
Yeah, I was
common?
asking you about that.
They're all unemployed.
Set it up like a bowling pin. Urbano, 22, set to kick. Holding the ball is number 4, Brandon Porras. And the kick it's up and right down the middle. Oh, no, he did it. Did it hit the crossbar?
Yeah, I think it did.
Hey, in my defense, everybody out there, we're at an angle that
It's hard to tell.
it's kind of hard.
Well, you know where you look at the goalpost. I look at the referees.
Yeah, that is smart. That's what we should. I look at,
Keystone HR Employing Services, real business solutions that make economic sense. For free business evaluations, call 760-427-2878. Visit Kaz Bros, located in Brawley. Visit their shop, their design shop. They offer trophies, awards, custom T-shirts, embroidery, signs, and banners. Located in Brawley, give Troy and the crew a call at 760-550-6878.
Well, I'll tell you, the Wildcats are impressive. That first drive was awesome. And then to go back, Will, you brought it up about, going for it, and would it come back and have ramifications? Yes, it did. Brawley is now up 6-0.
6-0, 6:01 left in the first quarter. Turning outside, shot by J.D. Arianes, blows the tackle, knocked out at.
That was a good stutter step return because Brawley had their lanes and had good coverage.
Johan Adams, number 20 on the carry. Good return out right at the nose of the 30-yard line. We'll say the 29.
So they do have a little bit of quickness,
They're okay. Think about it. This is probably the quickest team they faced so far.
That's it. Yeah.
I would as far as at the skilled spots, you have.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a receiver that they've played with the speed of Dixon, 5.
And up front, Coach, they're not as quick as they were last year up front.
Oh, no. And that was one thing about University City's offensive line last year, man. They were quick, big kids, quick. And there's a slant, and there we go.
That's the play they were looking for, Ron, that they dropped before. And that was that confidence in that coach. He knew that he could get that play open again, and he went right back to it.
The deal is that was a small window to squeeze that ball in, Coach. I thought it was defended
small.
well.
A very small window. Brawley had great coverage.
Guys, back-to-back, this fast-tempo offense. And we saw it last night.
Now they're going trips up to the right.
Single back. They have Dixon down here. No, that's numbers. And number 7 is not a small guy, and they're looking for 7 on the post. Defended by Abraham Ceballos. So Gunnar Reyes is –
That's
what they have, Will, is that Gunnar Reyes kid, number 7. Joshua Dixon, number 5. Those are two good size receivers with good speed.
Yeah.
And it's their height that kind of sometimes can be a problem,
it looks to me like University City has a lot of trust in him to be throwing right down the middle.
Right down, man.
Yeah.
He was looking for him right off the bat. So DeMar, number 2, Quentin DeMar, he makes a decision pretty quick. Last week he was under duress, man. They chased him all night, Point Loma.
Totally designed quarterback.
He might be out. Did he get hurt?
Well, look.
Oh, no. They can't afford to lose that dude.
I'll tell you what, Chris Camilo, doing what he's supposed
Was
to do.
that Camilo on the tackle?
That was Camilo on the tackle, right, and only able to gain, a long yard at that. But that is what Camilo does. He is the heart of that defense there.
On that attempted post pattern, Damian Clemente from Brawley came over the safety.
Really?
Did a very good job.
Doubles on both sides. Let's see if DeMar's leg is okay. DeMar fakes. He's looking to his left. He shoots it down the middle. It's Dixon. And well defended by J.D. Arianas, number 7.
Just a smart play right there. Just say, he's not going to get past me. I'll just slow down right here. Desert RV and Towing, located in Brawley, owned by Joe Gonzalez and family, wishes Valley teams a successful school year. Services include 24-hour towing and off-road recovery. Contact them at 760-344-9200. Yeah, I'm liking this little shootout right here.
4:34 remaining in the first quarter.
And
for as much passing going on, it's been kind of a quick quarter if you look at it.
We start to hustle, and then they huddle up, and we go, what the heck?
DeMar rolling right, nothing wrong with his leg now. He's looking, he's pressured by number 52. That's Nate Torres. He looks, he tosses.
Ooh, and he had a guy open on fourth
Where?
down.
I missed it.
It was right on the 29-yard line.
So that was fourth down.
That was fourth down.
I missed that.
It's going to be Brawley's ball taken on about the 42, 43-yard line in between there. So another chance. So we know what the thinking is on the coach over there. If he went for it on their in territory, for sure they're going to go for it past the 50 into the Brawley territory.
What made that play was the fact that the Centurion offensive line could not handle the stunt by the blitzing Brawley backer, and he put the pressure on the quarterback.
Nice.
And made him throw the ball.
When he didn't want to.
Yeah, he had to rush it.
So I keep calling them University City, and just because I can't pronounce Centurions. And here you guys are rubbing it in, saying it, right?
Clemente in motion. The pitch is to Clemente. Might have hit him on the back. Cuts back. And he's going to be brought down by number 56. That is
the pitch
Quinn
was behind him.
Overwich.
Pitch was behind him.
Pitch behind him, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, just lucky that that bounce happened to fall right back in his arms right there.
Brickovich.
What a beautiful stadium here. The background, the trees right there, the houses overlooking. This place is just beautiful down here.
CIF held track finals here last track season.
So if you don't know where University City High School is at, it's just
off of Genesee.
And just north of I-8 right here. So it's a beautiful
It's a beautiful campus. Beautiful campus, beautiful football field, great weather. 3:38 remaining. Wildcats now with the second down and 14. Shoots it out, and that is Brandon Porras. Porras gets enough back to the original line of scrimmage.
Almost intercepted out there. Almost.
And look who's on the bottom of that pile. That's Joshua Dixon.
Man.
So somebody was studying that play right there, because that came close to right there with 3:15 to go in a quick first quarter. Infinity Mortgage calls Zena Sanchez to find the best loan solution that suits your family needs. 3 minutes to go for the end of the first quarter.
Third down and 10 for the Wildcats. Gutierrez looking. It's a setup, a screen. That's Gilbert Valenzuela. Valenzuela not enough for a first down. Ball is right at the, let's say, 47-yard line.
Yeah, and Ron, that was one of those passes, like it was almost too late, too slow to get there. Not late, but too slow where it looks like the linemen were up about a step or two in front of that.
Trying to set up the screen, trying to set up his lineman. It's kind of, screens aren't the easiest play to run, Coach. I mean, to execute.
In that situation, you play the old if game forever. But if they would have been right over the middle, it would have gone.
Fourth down and let's say 5. They're going for it. Gutierrez shoots it out, and that's Porras. Porras will have enough, I believe, for a first down.
It's going to be enough for a first down.
And that's a deep throw, Coach. If you're throwing to the wide side of the field, that out.
To stress to people who really don't understand patterns, etc., that is a hard pass to complete.
Dude, it wasn't easy.
It really is. And with a perfect pattern, and I tell you what, Mr. Gutierrez put the ball right on the money.
That's the point I was trying to make. That setting that up was the length of that throw.
Yes.
So Gutierrez, with that arm, he makes that kind of throw. It's not in every quarterback anywhere can throw that. So here we go, 2:10 remaining.
You're right.
They give us to Moreno. Moreno off the left side. Moreno's going to work his way to the 40. Good, nice slashing run by Moreno. A lot of push on the left side of that offensive line.
Good hold by the Brawley offensive line.
Sir.
Ron, let me ask you this. Do you see the urgency to win this game on both sides?
For sure. University City just trying to salvage their season right now. They have tough sledding ahead of them. This is a game they know they can win, or they feel that they can win, probably most than any team they played so far. On the Wildcat side, they feel a little bit disrespected.
And revenge.
Yeah, and revenge from last year. And that's high school life for you. That's high school football for you. It changes year to year to year. And there's Gutierrez with the nice read. Gutierrez to the 25-20 up to the 10-yard line. Bought down by Joshua Dixon, number 5. So great read. Great read by the quarterback.
They got that down pat. Brought to you by South Cali Air Conditioning, the #1 York dealer in Imperial Valley. Contact them today for all your AC and heating needs.
Great belly ride.
A lot of positive yards on that. And that was just got that defense to suck in the middle. 1:19 to go.
So all this on another 4th down attempt by the Wildcats, the first one. There's a quick pitch to Moreno, fullback pitch, sweep up to inside the 10.
Stays in bounds, clock still running.
Moreno with a good gain, maybe 6 yards.
Brawley has not, if you've noticed so far, has not thrown the ball over the middle.
Everything's been outside.
Everything in their passing game has been to the outside.
But you know what? The middle would be a shorter pass to throw for sure. And maybe the defense is just taking that away from them. And they want to see if Gutierrez can make those deep out throws.
Yeah.
Well, they will be able to get one more playoff with 40 seconds to go.
Gutierrez looks, shoots.
Oh, and that's incomplete with 37 seconds. Tough catch, but still, I know that if he looks back at this, it's one of those catches that should have been caught.
That's Julian Daniloff, number 3, who had a big night against Cibola last week.
Had a big Friday night last week.
Let's say maybe a big first quarter.
Big first quarter, yeah.
So Daniloff been having a solid season so far. 37 seconds remaining.
And he knows it. He needs to come down with that. He's that key player for the Wildcats at the wide receiver
I was
position.
Extremely impressed with him last week.
Coach and I had the opportunity to meet his grandparents waiting in the parking lot, right, Coach?
Yes. Not only was I impressed with his receiving, but his blocking.
Oh, good point, Coach. Good point. Gutierrez under center. And Gutierrez is going to keep, and Gutierrez is going to score.
Yep.
But they call it touchdown.
Split back veer.
And good.
And here it is, going to the outside on the replay. He gets it into the corner. Good job by Gutierrez.
So Gutierrez gets it in right at the 23-second mark. And why does the clock keep running after a touchdown? Or did he not score? See, he didn't score. He didn't get in.
Oh, he didn't get in.
He didn't get in. I'm telling you, this angle.
Well,
anyway, so it's at the 1-yard line.
Okay.
9 seconds.
You caught that yesterday, Ron. But if he went out of bounds, but they didn't stop the clock.
Well, yeah, so I don't really know the whole.
Yeah, if I'm like you, Will. If he goes out of bounds, the clock stops.
Yeah, I don't get it. But regardless, VSN will be right back after this.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience.
Driscoll's, serving the Imperial Valley since 1979. They take great pride in the years of experience and quality of custom silk screens, embroidery, and Letterman jackets. Stop by their location at 1470 West State Street in El Centro. Imperial Valley College, founded in 1962. Home of the nation's best community college in the United States. Proud sponsors of VSN's live stream for all Imperial Valley High School sports. IVC fostering excellence in education for 60 years. And back to action as we start the second quarter here at University High. As the Brawley Wildcats have a 6-0 lead. They missed the extra point on their first touchdown, and now they're at the 1-yard line.
So the only thing I don't know. I'm not even going to try to rephrase what happened over there before.
The give is to Moreno, and Moreno is fighting his way over, and he does not he gets in.
Yes.
He signals, and I took your advice. I looked at the flank
If you look at the flank official, it'll answer a lot of questions for you instead of trying to guess up here.
I learned that mechanic just now, and that was thank you, Will.
Because
so
look,
I
Ron,
watched the guy crashing in. I watched that flank crashing in, and instead of looking at because I was thinking, okay, he has the best angle in all the whole place here. Anyway, 11:55 remaining. Will the Wildcats go for 2? No, they're going to set up for an extra point.
Ron, how was the kicking? I know that Brawley had an injured kicker. Was he supposed to be back this week?
That was Alex Sandoval, number 19, and he does the kickoffs, basically. Urbano is now the kicker for the extra points.
Well,
the Wildcats have 3 punters. They all three kickers. One's a punter, one's the point after.
3 separate kickers?
Yes, and one for kickoff.
Well,
thank you to the Brawley soccer team and coaches for developing kickers.
That's Coach Felix, right?
Yes.
That's the soccer. All right, good to see him, Coach Felix, man. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serve our community through partnerships, professionalism, and uncompromising excellence. Quality of life, protection, and service is our commitment. Can't say enough about the Imperial County Public Health Department. The mission of Imperial County Public Health is to promote, protect, and support the health of people and the environment in our communities. Back to Ron Rubio and Coach Swearingen.
11:55 set. We're going to have Alex Sandoval kick off. That's number 19. Deep to receive on this side of the field will be Joshua Dixon.
There's that famous pooch kit.
And received well, no hesitation. That's number 24. That is Ezra Dewey.
Quick.
So we've seen a variation of a variety of how to handle that pooch kick over the last 2-3. This being the third game, right, Coach?
A bunch.
We've seen. Last night, the Spartans handled it very well, I say.
You know, we were talking about this last night, and, you know, they're pooch kicking the ball, but it's right at people.
Right, exactly.
I always taught if you're going to pooch kick that, you pooch kick it to open areas.
Weren't you the one that numbered areas? And
yes, we had all the areas numbered, and we would call where to kick it.
Right. So with 11:50 remaining, University takes over again. That's Roman Rodriguez to the left side of the line. Rodriguez is a busy inside runner.
He gets off the ball very quick.
He gets out, and up front, you got to see how the kid's built, man. Strong lower body. Check out his. Not very big, but he's a strong runner, shifty. You saw how quick-footed he was.
Keeps his feet moving.
Exactly.
Keeps his feet moving.
Quick feet. Second down and 4. They say 3 on the scoreboard. 11:20 remaining. Motion by number 31. They give no. It's a fade. And that's DeMar. There's nothing wrong there. It's Michael Moreno. And
they gave him his progress, and that's a first down.
Roy Rosa's coming up strong from that safety spot, but Mike Moreno, initial hit. What I like right now about the Brawley defense, good tackling. I've seen some pretty good tackling.
Yes.
It's improved over the games that I've seen them play. 10:57 remaining.
Now they shifted out of this earlier.
Johan Adams, they got split backs.
Then they snap it now.
And the give is to Rodriguez. Hey, they're getting good 3-4 yards a pop right there, 5 yards.
He gets off the ball.
Now there's getting a little bit of a push on that offensive line.
Yes, they are.
They're not little. Number 52, Carlos Berry. Number 52, I'm not sure what he plays. And they're hurrying up right now.
Yes.
They're hurrying up right now.
And they're hurrying up, and they're running in between the tackles, getting
Yeah,
positive
exactly.
yards.
That's the
Yes.
deal. They're running in that tackle box, and they're attacking the Wildcats up the middle. Motion, that might be.
against University City right there.
Really?
It looks like I saw a left guard move.
Sure was.
Yep.
And Imperial Flying Services, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all aviation fuel needs. Proud supporter of the U.S. military and Imperial Valley communities. Back to the action now.
10-16 remaining. Second down and 11 for the Centurions at their 49-yard line. Fake. DeMar is quick. He steps up, pressure a little bit. He rolls out to his left, pumps, cuts back. Moreno's on his back. So is Chris Camilo, and so are a couple of other Wildcats. But
the defensive ends kept him in the pocket. He
squeezed him out.
And he just sucked up underneath and went.
And let me tell you, this kid ran for his life last week versus Point Loma. This guy was, but it was a lot quicker rush. Wildcats playing more coverage, it seems like, than putting the pressure. Third down and 2 for the Centurions.
Trips to the right.
Whiteside is to the right. Fake to Rodriguez. A quick shot to 7. Now, Gunnar Reyes, that's the second drop.
Little bit behind the receiver.
A little bit behind.
Uh-huh.
But, Ron, catchable?
Catchable.
Yes.
Very
Oh, yes.
catchable.
Oh, yes.
I would have to
yes.
agree with both of you
catchable.
guys.
Oh, yes. And last night we used the phrase, if you get your hands on it, catch it.
Yeah.
We're seeing something from both of them. Could it be the mist in the air, maybe? But no, the University City would be used to that still.
DeMar shoots it out. That's complete to number 20. Brought out by Moreno. That was Jahan Adams.
Another first down.
Another first down.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a short to go on that, so they go.
Hey, again, another quarterback throwing a deep out. That was not a short throw.
Nope.
So here we go. Ball's on the right hash.
It takes longer to set up the down marker as it is for University City to run a play.
A lot different tempo. That ball is batted in the air, and it's intercepted by J.D. Arianas. I missed the defensive lineman.
If we can get a replay on that, there it is right there. It was deflected off the line of scrimmage. I couldn't see who it was, but sure it is an Oski for the Wildcats there. Whoa.
And this is something that we, as coaches, and Ronnie, you know this, we teach ball players, what are you going to do in the pass rush? Get your hands up.
If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up.
And there's where it pays off.
Paid off. 9:17 remaining. The Wildcats now have the ball. Good field position at their own 40 with 9:17 remaining in the second quarter.
So Rick Rubio's defense does the job to take over for Ray Van Diver's offense here. Good things going off on both sides for the Brawley Wildcats, Ron.
Playing a good football
They're playing
game right
very
now.
well. They're playing very well.
Good game. The kids, and just look at how the Wildcats are running. And there's Gutierrez looking for him. Danilov.
Double coverage.
Danilov. Double coverage. Great coverage there.
Yep.
Yeah.
By number 24, that's number 24, Ezra Dewey, and also Jahan Adams. And one thing I'm noticing is that University City has a lot of skilled players going both ways.
Yes.
Their defensive back, number 20's in there. Number 5's already has his hands on his hips.
Yep.
Because why? The Wildcats are, they're pressing them.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's run or throw, and they're deep routes. And let me tell you, when you're a corner covering a guy like Brandon Porras and Julian Danilov, you're going to work all night.
Ronnie, that, in all honesty, that ball should not have been thrown into double coverage like that.
Fakes to Porras. That's Gutierrez off to the right side. If he gets a block on the right side, he's fine, weaving his way all the way to the 40 for a gain.
Great scramble.
That's a 20-yard gain right there.
Great scramble.
That's just Gutierrez using the blockers in front of him.
Yeah, and
to
did you
gain
see
an
how
extra 5 yards. Yeah, the vision he has in front.
And that's part of the hustle you're seeing in Brawley tonight. That play, that was the backside.
You know what this is?
What's that, Coach?
This is deja vu last year, except the quarterback's on Brawley's side this time.
Oh, yeah, the truck, the tank, whatever we gave that kid a label.
Cooper.
That's kind of true, Cooper. But here it is. You've got a kid playing quarterback that was somewhere last year probably one of the top defensive players in the Valley.
Yeah.
And now he's a quarterback. So here we go with Moreno to the right side. Moreno, that is a tough 10-yard run, and that should get him a first down.
Again,
that's
kept
just
his feet
momentum.
moving.
Momentum right there. Somebody said it earlier. I don't know if it was Coach or you, Ron, but the momentum the Wildcats have, we said about this in the previous 3 games, they score quick. They're not delaying anything. You know, possessions mean a lot to them where you don't see I haven't seen too many punts out of the Wildcats.
Well, right now, because they're executing well, they're able and having positive plays.
They're running the ball.
Yeah, they're running the ball. Fake to Paul has to give us up. Oh, and stop short.
We said that, and boom, they get shut down.
That was number 71. Great play by Peter Williams. Great play by Williams, knifing in.
Well, it's going to take plays like Williams did right there to stop these Wildcats right here.
Yeah, because you get down by 3 scores, 3 touchdowns.
Now they've gone to the out route in this situation.
Yeah,
this yardage.
Right.
Now let's see if the Brawley Wildcats go to the out route again.
Ron, one thing that you mentioned last night, and I didn't bring it up because for whatever reason, but we were talking about, and we're seeing the Wildcats do this. They're taking their time now, and I think I don't know why the Wildcats are doing it or why the Spartans did it, but I think it's because look, we're going to control the clock
Right. And the tempo of the game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Zane Richards with the nice fullback sweep with that fullback pitch, 1st and 10. That's enough for 1st and 10.
Especially
right
when
at
you
the
feel,
30.
Especially when you feel confident,
right.
You're going to get a first down. Hey, let's take 30 seconds off of there. And so when they do
they
get the
didn't
ball
give
back,
it to him.
No,
yeah, they did.
Yeah,
now they finally did.
So and let's say they score and there's 3 to 4 minutes left. Well, more power to to the Wildcats if they can make them do that, especially with the Wildcats scoring with 7:14 and counting.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball's at the 30-yard line of the Centurions. Rides Moreno. That's Richards. I'm sorry, Richards. I just love the way that kid Richards runs straight down the line. I mean, the ball was snapped on the hash. Look, he just takes that straight shot.
That's a great belly play, and he read it.
Read it so well. He gains a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
People in the audience who don't understand what we mean by belly, when the quarterback puts the ball past his back hip into the stomach, literally the ball carrier can see in front of him, read the blocks, takes the ball and goes.
Call it a soft squeeze.
There you go. Exactly.
Talking from a true running back right
Yeah, exactly, Will.
They give it Sabalo. Sabalo looking to his left. Sabalo's to the 20, to the 15. Knocked out by number 24.
First down.
First down,
Wildcats.
Ezra Dewey. Jerry Hernandez on the tackle there. Now you're starting to look at the Centurion defense. Look at the number of people, hands on the waist.
Yeah.
6'13", because why? It's the tempo. It's the velocity of the Wildcat offense.
Good time
right
for
now.
a timeout right now called by University City. So from Joaquin Matutis, Ron Rubio, and Coach Swearingen, we'll be right back after this.
Back to University High School, where the Wildcats have a 13-0 lead. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico at La Fonda Bar and Grill. From sizzling carne asada to mouth-watering enchiladas, located at 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Ojeda Industries. Tony and Patricia Ojeda, serving the Imperial Valley for all your industrial and agriculture needs, such as hydraulic service and repair. Located in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. There's an update on the score. It's 0-0 Palo Verde versus Imperial in Imperial.
As we go back to – go ahead, Ron.
So here we go, 6:13 remaining. The give is to Richards again. Richards on his 1st and 10 run. Maybe gets 4 yards, but hey, I'm going to give him 4 on that 2nd down and 6.
He hit the hole hard.
He hit the hole hard. And Richards, I'm telling you, His style of running is his shoulders are square and his feet are quick.
Ron,
Yes,
the
sir.
The Phelps family from Palo Verde sends their regards. I just thought
Thank you so much.
you're just a big fan, Ron. I told them
it's a good family,
that you were
but-
going to be up here, and then they were kind of bummed out that you're not doing that game down there. But still, they send their regards at Open.
Thank you very much, Phelps. Great family, and I love being at Palo Verde. Palo Verde is, doing well. Here we go. Richards off the right side.
Outside veer.
Outside veer. Yeah, Palo Verde, very happy that the program's turned around. It makes everybody in the Valley better.
Yeah,
because now when you look at that schedule, dang, here comes Palo Verde.
And-
Or we got to go to Palo Verde.
Yeah. Or check this out, Ron. And then on the Imperial side, Imperial has to come out
Right.
fast, and they haven't been doing that. Out of 3 out of the 4 games they have, but look, they need to come out. They have that type of squad that needs to come out fast in the first quarter, not in the second half.
Who did Imperial play last week?
It wasn't Cibola, but
Gila Ridge.
Gila Ridge, yeah. And they dominated
Where
that
at?
game.
Over there?
Yeah, over there. And they dominated that game. But the previous games, they had –
Came out slow versus Cibola, 10-0 yet lead at halftime, and then they opened up. But, it's the consistency you're trying to find in your football team right now. That's not going to be enough. That was, I believe, Moreno off to the left side of the line.
It was outside veer to the weak side.
So 4th down, let's see what Coach Ray Van Diver wants to do here. I mean, he can really put the nail to the hammer with 4:21 to go till half. Reach Medical Service. Donnie Wharton reminds you that when seconds count, you can depend on Reach and AMR transportation services for all the medical needs, especially, coming around Glamis time right now.
Right, serious.
That's when you especially are needed.
Reach should do like a live show on Thanksgiving weekend and, how they land and take care of that.
What do you mean? They've brought in so many people at Warren Field. Donnie has set it up where they've actually brought in Sergio Romo that time.
Right.
Now they do Donnie organizes some good stuff. So for VSN with this timeout, we'll be right back on this to see what they do. Wildcats do on 4th down.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Havens Landscaping. Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro, specializing in gravel, rock, and stone for all your landscaping material needs. Give them a call at 760-352-6735. Back to action with 3:47 remaining in the second quarter. The Wildcats have 2 timeouts. That was the first timeout of the first half. The ball is sitting inside the 10 at the 9. 4th down, Coach, and 2.
It's a big play right here.
Big play.
Oh! And that's going to be 78 for the Wildcats.
Yep.
And I think they're still going to go for it.
I don't know, Ron.
I think they will. I mean, either way, it's situational football. Do you go for it on 4th and 8, or do you set up for a field goal and see if your
right
kicker
here,
can execute?
I'm going to do exactly what Ray Vandiver's doing.
Because
I'm
there's
going
a big
for
difference
it.
for 21
Because
to 0.
I've got a
for sure.
13-zip lead, and I've got them on the ropes. Go for it. If you don't make it, you bury them deep in their territory.
Here's a touchdown. Oh, and a hold, baby.
And I can tell you one thing, it's going to come back because it looks like it's going to be.
It looked like I saw a takedown right now.
Yeah,
it was.
That was WWF style right there.
But he got 2 points for it.
And I don't know why that kid's pleading his case.
I know it. That's not it.
Wide open, too. Was that Julian?
No, he was wide open, but it wasn't that easy of a catch, Coach, for being a wide open receiver. He had to go down and get it, and he got it.
CNR Incorporated, with recycling now more important than ever, CNR Incorporated has developed innovative recycling and reuse programs, the face of a greener generation. Burgers and Beer, for the best burgers in town. If you can't make it to the game, come watch VSN's Game of the Week at Burgers and Beer, located at 260 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. So now,
that wasn't a holding. That was a mugging.
They're still going to go for it. 4th down and 18. Wildcats at the 24-yard line of the Centurions. Gutierrez in shotgun formation. He's looking to his right. He's going to toss it into the end zone. He has an open receiver.
and let's see who comes down with it.
Oh, incomplete. What a jump ball that was for Brandon Porras, and great play by number 20, Johan Adams.
If he would have thrown that one count earlier, he would have had 6.
Well, it looked like there was a little bit of an opening there for a while.
It was, but let me tell you, the ability to get the ball for Porras to make the play, and then not only that, Porras' effort to get to that point.
Yep.
I mean, that was a jump ball, man. That is your definition of a jump ball.
It was.
Well thrown, well defended, a good route.
It was.
Bam. That's what happens.
That's football.
That's football. That's defensive back life.
They were inside the 10-yard line, and they got all the way pushed back.
First and 10. First and 10. It's been a half. I bet you that's the third or fourth, at least the fourth and something that both teams have gone for it on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, man, that quarterback, he's shifty.
He's quick.
Yeah.
Would you all agree that this is the quickest quarterback Brawley has seen all year long?
I would definitely agree, yes.
Yes.
A little bit more pep in the step on the offensive side as well, because you have good skilled players out here. And if it weren't for the 2 drops, it'd be maybe a different ball game.
Yes.
Yeah. That incomplete pass early in the game from number 5 up the middle.
Nice rush by guess who?
No, he called him down.
Nice rush.
And look, he should feel fortunate that he called him down right there, because that could have been intentional grounding. And then
Matthew Gutierrez on the sack.
We'll look at a replay, but I thought it was intentional grounding.
Well, I think he ruled him down.
What's the definition of intentional grounding?
Just not a receiver in pad. It's not like the pros where it has to be outside the tackles. I'm not really sure on that part right there, but there has to be a receiver in the territory.
Right. So 2:39 remaining. 2nd down and forever. We'll say 25. Make that 19.
Stops the clock on that. No,
it did it?
It shouldn't have, though. That's the thing.
Pressure by Valek Valdez. DeMar is looking to his 20, 25, 26. Brought down by number 60 of the Wildcats.
I don't know if he's going to get up after this hit. I really don't know.
Wow.
We're going to look away from that. We're going to put the cameras. It looks like he's getting up, but yeah, that was just a
Raul Lopez, number 60, clean hit. I think wasn't anything.
No malicious.
No, it was a clean hit.
DeMar, I'm telling you, this kid is taking a. Good to see that DeMar is back up.
Got to say a hello to Mama Z, who's making banana bread this weekend for
a couple of guys.
For a couple of guys up here, I know.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's going to be much appreciated. We've been talking about it.
I've been feeling like a banana tree lives in my stomach. I've had so much banana bread.
3rd down.
Trip to the left, but I will take another loaf. DeMar is looking. DeMar is hassled, and he still gets the ball off, and
let's see.
That's the 3rd drop of the game for him.
Hey, key. Look, 3rd down and long, right? Incomplete pass gives the Wildcats 1:23 to go. I mean, I don't know what the coach is going to do.
I'm going to tell you, at 1:23, just like the Granite Hills team last night.
Yeah.
Right before halftime, they lined up for a field goal attempt at 0.8 seconds left in the first half.
What made that whole play right there was the pressure from the Brawley defense.
The pressure's put on him, and the kid, the quarterback looks, he's a wounded duck. It looks like.
IV Welding and Mechanical, industrial contracting serving the geothermal and all industrial facilities in Imperial Valley. IV Welding is proud sponsor of Valley Sports Network. Give Fred a call at 760-483-WELD.
Nice punt. The Wildcats. That's JD Arianes. Picks it up, scoops it up. He tries the right side. He may have a wall. Arianes to the 40, to the 35, 30, to the 25.
Okay, he's back about the 25, 23-yard line, right back where it was fourth down for the Wildcats when they went for the pass. So they're in the
right
same situation.
where the fourth down marker's at.
Yeah.
It's right just about there.
So
Brawley still has 2 timeouts.
Coach, do they have 2 timeouts or 3?
Brawley has
they
two
have 2
timeouts.
timeouts. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. This is going to be very interesting. The Dom team, for all your real estate needs, give Doug and Andrew a call at 760-337-8600. The Dom family in business since 1908 with 106 to go.
So special teams have heard University City today, and that's a quick out to Brandon Porras, and Porras is out at the 16-yard line.
Right on.
5
remaining.
seconds off the clock.
Boom.
Right there. That was just good play calling, Ron.
And it's great, good play calling, but also it's the execution that Brawley is doing. I mean, they're crisp on their routes right now.
They know they've got the Centurions on their heels.
They have them on the heels. 101 remaining. You know what? I don't even know if that clock moved or
it was 5 seconds. It was 106.
Gutierrez intended for Daniloff.
Little miscommunication. Daniloff
Maybe
wasn't
by
looking
both
back on
receivers.
that.
I don't know if even Porras was in the area.
Because I didn't see if he had pressure. Did he have the quarterback?
0. I didn't see any.
He threw it. There was just miscommunication.
3rd down and 3.
Intercare. When it comes to healthcare, Intercare is here to help with locations throughout Imperial Valley. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. As we look at another timeout by the Brawley Wildcats, Will Torrez, Coach Swearingen, Ron Rubio will be right back after this.
Intercare since 1970. When it comes to healthcare, Intercare is here to help with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Letterman and Bros. Letterman and Bros is a production of and retailer of customer Letterman jackets serving the Imperial Valley for 20 years. The give is to Zane Richards up the middle. Richards up to, I say, the 6-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal.
1st and goal, move the chains on about the 6-yard line, Ron.
Tremendous blocking by
Great
the Brawley
blocking
offensive
and,
line.
good inside running by Richards.
Great blocking.
It's 1st and goal. I'm kind of thrown off by the yardstick. It says 3rd down, but it's a 1st and goal. A pitch out to Richards. Richards to the right side. Richards cuts back and brought down by a host of tacklers of.
And it looks like the Wildcats might be using their last timeout on this.
In Imperial Valley.
Still have one left.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street in El Centro. Order to go or come in for that fine Italian dining experience. The original steakhouse. Town Pump Steakhouse. For the best steaks in Imperial Valley, visit the original Town Pump, located at 200 West Main Street in Westmoreland. Family fine dining at its best. Call 344-3664 reservations. 38 seconds remaining.
Now, Brawley in this situation had been successful running that outside veer to the strong side. They still have a timeout left. So if they don't get in, they still have that TO left.
Just got to hurry it up.
Umada's Outlets.
Well, they're not in a split back veer.
For the best mattress, best prices in Imperial Valley, get a free box spring key. Free box spring when you mention VSN. He's located on Ayton Road right there in Imperial. Remember to use VSN as a code to get a free box spring.
Right on.
That's what I say.
I wonder what those box springs are made of. Here we go. Gutierrez is looking. He's being rushed. He rolls to his right, and he's going to be brought down by number 56. Good defensive play by Quinn Obrigowicz.
And that is going to be
Obrigowicz.
Brawley Police Foundation. Join the Brawley Police Foundation to support a safe community through partnership with the police. Our goals include canine support, technology, youth program, crime prevention, So follow them at Brawley Police Foundation for more information. And one of our newest sponsors, Prime Hydration, with bold thirst quenching flavors to help you refresh, replenish, and refuel. Prime is the perfect boost for any endeavor. We're confident you'll love it as much as we do. Brought to you by the Alpha Distributing Team. So that was their last time out right here, Ron.
That was their last
That was
time out.
Brawley's last.
28 seconds to go.
Where was the ball at right now? What yard line was it on?
He was on the.
It was inside the 10.
He was.
I
on
was
the
inside
6.
the 5,
He was
wasn't
on
it?
I thought he was at the 6, but anyway.
Yeah, and that coverage sack is what brought him down because they ran that incomplete play, and then Zane Richards got a couple of yards when he went to the outside and was able to cut back in. So
What happened on that last play, they got pressure, and, so 28 seconds remaining. Wildcats with the 3rd and goal all the way at the 15-yard line. Gutierrez looks left. He shoots it left, and that's a touchdown.
There it is.
Julian Daniloff with the
Just key catch. I mean, they were going to go back to him. That was a sure-handed kid. And speaking of Julian, RDO, minimize your downtime, protect your equipment and investment. Stop by the Imperial headquarters located at 3275 Highway 86. Nothing runs like a deer.
like that.
Wow.
Beautiful pass.
That was a good play.
It was a
very
beautiful
good play.
pattern too.
Right.
It was.
Right to the opening. That's what the defense gave them, and they took it.
Yes.
Urbano set to kick, held by Porras. The kick it's up, and it is good. So the Wildcats strike with 23 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And remember, Ron, we were looking at 3 minutes to go when the Wildcats lost the possession, and they were able to get the ball back by a couple incompletes, and no way were they going to punt. And Brawley was able to score with less than 2 minutes to go. So credit to that offense of being run by Van Diver and Coach Rubio over there. So good job on the Brawley side.
A good way to tell time possession and being able to manage the clock. Both teams have only possessed the ball in this first half 4 times each.
Dang.
Top-notch barber, fresh fades, always a cutaway. Go visit Big Chris, located at 317 Wake Avenue in El Centro, for your one-of-a-kind haircut. You know what? I'm going to get with Big Chris.
Big Chris.
We got something exciting coming out. We know one thing for sure. If he's not traveling on vacation, him and Amanda, he's out there at the shop right
Working
now.
away, man.
Working
Slade
away, and he's got that
working away.
TV on VSN, Game of the Week.
Here's the kick by Urbano. Not a push, but it's taken at the 20. That's Adams, number 20.
Good coverage. Excellent lane coverage.
Well, with 20 seconds to go, the best thing to do right now is go regroup.
Yeah. 20-0, the score is.
They're at the point of having nothing to lose. Right now, you better back your safety way off.
Now, let's not forget Amana's Outlet. You mentioned the word. I love when our sponsors, all you got to do is mention a keyword like VSN and get something free. That's good for
like
everybody.
that.
I
I
like
like
that
that.
too, man. Appreciate.
So 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Centurions in need of a score. Can they do it in 20 seconds? I say yes, they can. They've shown that they can do that.
They're going to throw that strike down the middle, number 5. But
There's
nope.
Dixon. Dixon that's number 5, bounces out
Oh,
to 30.
nice tackle.
Great tackle. That's Matthew Moreno and along with Brandon Porras.
Oh, yeah. Key tackle. Why? Keeps the clock going. They'll give him
Keeps
an
the
opportunity
exactly
to get the ball
right.
into
And,
his
you know,
hands.
That's the end.
That's the end of the first quarter, where we have the Brawley Wildcats 20, University Centurions 0.
Yeah, and so like Ron said, it's just a good – we're going to come back with a little recap. We have some special guests up here, Mr. Joe Evangelist, Billy Brewer, and while we're saying a couple of shout-outs, one of the guys, you guys all know him, John Minisinka.
Yes.
He moved away to the Coachella Valley area, and I think he moved inland a little bit more. But, you know, he's been a follower, and just want to say a big thank you to Coach Minisinka.
When I coached baseball at IVC, he was my first baseman.
All right.
Right, I heard that.
So from Will Torrez, Coach Swearingen, Ron Rubio, we'll be right back after this.
Lee Tire Company. We are a local, family-owned business specializing in tires and automotive needs. We are located at 114 Main Street, El Centro. Call us at 760-352-1721.
Marianne Valenzuela Fenley is your State Farm insurance agent in the Imperial Valley. And like a good neighbor, she's located at 528 G Street in Brawley. Call State Farm agent Marianne Valenzuela Fenley at 760-344-0447 for your home, auto, and life insurance.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
We're here at Burgers and Beer with the best burgers in town.
We get to sit together and enjoy the great food.
I like from Burgers and Beer is in the lemonade.
For the fresh iced tea, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It was wonderful, very fast, very efficient.
I love the great food and family environment.
I love the burgers and the customer service.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
South Cali Air Conditioning, the #1 York dealer in the Imperial Valley. Contact them today for all your AC needs. Call them at 760-556-9901.
Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Casbros, it's that time of year again. Team shirt options are available and ready to go out for adult, youth, and toddler sizes. Call us and let us know how we can help at 760-550-6878. Letterman and Bros, keeping up with the all-American high school tradition, athletics and academics. 20 years of experience serving the whole Imperial Valley.
We just moved, so there's millions of...
Valley is in bloom, over 9 acres. When we started, we grew 1/4 of an acre.
Now I'm taking on new projects on the regular.
We always dreamed of having this property, so...
I want to make my yard look as beautiful as...
Largemouth bass?
Yep.
We've got tons of them, don't we, buddy?
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours?
Visit us online at rdoequipment.com or contact your local RDO for in-stock availability.
The Brawley Police Foundation is an independent, nonprofit organization that provides grant funding and crucial resources to the Brawley Police Department, with programs that would normally not be funded. These programs directly improve public safety and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
Imperial Valley College is the #1 community college in the nation, winner of the 2023 Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. Havens & Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The rookie has arrived!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's on!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah!
Back at you. Thank you for joining us on VSN on a Friday night at University City. Guest tonight at halftime, good friend of ours, VSN, Billy Brewer, of course. Always a pleasure to have him. But one of the guys that is a legend down in Imperial Valley, and Coach, you know, legend to us. You know, we've grown up with you,
Absolutely.
the whole Evangelist family. You are now, we're going to go a little bit further down the road, what you are doing right now with the CIF. You are Southern Eastern President of the Southeastern Conference representing Imperial Valley. Is that correct?
That is correct. 9 schools we have in our conference, and in some of the sports there's 2 leagues, the Imperial Valley League and the Desert League, and in some of the sports like tennis and swimming, we just have 1 big league, and it's been great, having a lot of fun.
So Billy, you're going to a lot of these CIF meetings and stuff, of course, you know, with Simon being involved in president and stuff. Like, we've always, has Imperial Valley always had a representative on the table when it came to these kind of things?
No. Let me start with Mr. Evangelist next to me, because he won't say anything about himself. You know, our league would be lost, and I don't need to speak for anybody else. I'll speak for myself. But I could speak for our entire conference without Mr. Evangelist leading it, and that's the honest to God truth, and it's a pleasure having him, first of all. Second of all, yes, Simon, we've never had anybody that runs the executive committee. So, no, there is nobody that's been that high. And it's a great, you know, obviously we always talk about our commissioner, our assistant commissioner. They do an awesome job. Mr. Evangelist will tell you the same thing. Yes. And we are fortunate to have what we have, but we have never had the people at these levels, including Joe on some of these, at the president side of it, we've never had to those levels that we do now.
And let's not forget Sandy Nugent on the state executive committee at the state level, and we have a great voice at the state level and at the local section level. So we're well represented.
Yeah. So, like back in 10, 15, 20 years ago, I mean, how many times has Commissioner Joe Hines and Todd Casson been to Imperial Valley for meetings and stuff like that? I mean, that's something that wasn't a norm, right?
Well, these two guys, like Billy alluded to, they have really stepped it up. Joe and Todd, they're awesome, and not saying anything against previous commissioners, but these two, they've been in now 3 years, I believe, and they have come to they've missed a couple, but we have monthly meetings, and we rotate our sites down in Imperial Valley, and Joe and Todd have come to virtually every one of our conference meetings that we have on a monthly basis, and they enjoy coming to the Valley. And they represent us. They take care of us very, very much so.
Absolutely.
So one of the key things that Billy brought up earlier in this conversation was Imperial Valley is well represented in all aspects when it comes into the CIF. And Sandy's going to be one of our guests at the Imperial Central game coming up. Then we got Joe representing them down there. What are some of the duties that just your job title consists of, Joe?
Well, I work as basically the liaison between the schools in Imperial Valley and the CIF office. And as president of the league, when we have our monthly meetings, I preside over our meetings with the athletic directors. And a couple of times a year, we'll have principals join their athletic directors in a meeting. We just had one a couple of days ago in El Centro. And I also coordinate the scheduling for the league schedules for all of the sports. And that keeps me very busy. So,
no, Joe, when you were saying schedules, I go right away. I go, that's not retirement, Joe.
No, it's not. But it's a labor of love. There's no doubt about it. I enjoy it, and we have such a great group of athletic directors in the Imperial Valley. We're all competitive, and the schools are at each other trying to win on the field, but when the game's over, shake hands, and the meetings are great because all of the ADs get along, and it's just a very healthy working environment. So we enjoy it.
Now, as Billy and I, we talk about this a lot when Billy's telling me that he's got these CIF meetings. I mean, it's just good to have the Valley well representative.
Yes.
And it's just good to see. And, we already mentioned all the names. Joe, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that's been a hot topic for not just Imperial Valley, but the whole state of California and girls flag football.
I was waiting for that. I tell you, it's been a great addition to our sports programs at all the high schools. 7 out of the 9. We have 9 schools in our Southeastern Conference, and 7 of the schools have jumped in this first year and have healthy programs going. And it's just great to see another opportunity for girls in the fall to get out there and participate. And I know Billy and I were just talking about the quarterbacks and so forth. These girls they're athletes, and they can wing it out there, and they're having a great time. It's just a fun opportunity for young ladies.
No, I'm going to have to agree with you. And while we're on that subject, Billy, any updates on that? I mean, because it's one of those things that we just want people to be aware of, especially with the season. We started the regular season now, and Billy, if you can just reinstate what we talked about when it comes to the playoff time.
So our league ends a couple days before the bell game, end of this next month, October. I think the middle of the last week, a couple days before. It's the 26th to be exact. And we found out, like you said last time, we are Division I. It is based on enrollment.
Right.
There are 22 teams in 2 different divisions, Division I and II. 12 teams out of each division will make a bracket up and play on at that point in CIF.
And Joe, those are, we understand it. Look, it's a new sport. The rules changed like 2 weeks before the season started. We get all that stuff. But do you know that none of that mattered? Everybody was having a blast, Joe. When I found it like, whoa, these girls are actually having fun.
Yeah.
And at the competitive level. And the difference we've seen, Billy and Joe, is how good they've gotten over the 2-week period from the first time I saw them.
Yes. Well, it's new sport to them. And you alluded to the rules. the rules are very different than regular football, what we all have grown up with, and they're nothing like what people think of powder puff football.
Yeah.
It's a very regulated game, very tight officiating, and we're all learning. The officials are learning it, and so are the kids. So it's a great addition to our high school programs.
Speaking of addition, Joe, it's always great to see you and supportive of Imperial Valley as always. I mean, you don't just come visit up here. I know you're a part-time resident up here, but it's always good to see you in the Valley, and it's always great to have a chat with you. Billy, thank you as always,
I appreciate
buddy.
it. Let me just say I appreciate you guys here at VSN, Will. You guys do an awesome job, and I know I tell you this, but I want it on the air. If I can be on the air, I want you to know we appreciate you from the Imperial Valley. I'm not talking just Brawley. I'm talking as a whole.
Much appreciated. So, Will Torrez, Coach Joe Evangelist, Billy Brewer, AD of Brawley. We'll be right back after this.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated. Located at 1902 West Main Street, El Centro. Grosso's is open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Order to go or come in for the Italian dining experience.
Back to University City High, home of the Centurions, at the start of the second half. Brawley Wildcats with a 20-0 lead. And here we go, set to kick. It's off. Back to receive with J.D. Ariana's number 7, scoops it up. Had a great punt return in the second quarter. Brings this ball up to the 26-yard line.
You know, Coach, another reason you talked about that first half going by in a hurry. Very cleanly played game. There were only 3 penalties in that first half. Brawley was penalized 2 penalties for a total of 15 yards. The Centurions were penalized once for 5 yards.
Once for 5 yards. So the Wildcats now with the ball, with the 20-0 lead. What do you see the Wildcats, what's their approach for the second half, Coach?
Do exactly what they were doing. I would. If it's not broke, don't fix
it. The pitch out to Sabalos. Sabalos cuts back to his right. Sabalos, does he have a wall to the left? To his right, I mean, and he does find a way. He ran 50 yards to get 10, but he got a first down.
Yes, he did. And not only that, but Coach, he was cut off. Did a great job, hit the brakes, went the opposite way. No contain on that side, turned the corner. 12 yards, and there you go.
Here we go with 11:32 remaining. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They give us to Richards. Richard tries the left side. Richard has some room. Richard to the 45-yard line. 46.
Run down from behind.
Run down from behind. Gains 8 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8.
24 had some great closing speed. He came from across the field behind and caught Zane.
And that's Ezra Dewey. Dewey has been making a lot of tackles in the secondary. Second down and 1. Ball is at the 46-yard line. Wildcats, as I said, are ahead 20-0.
Brawley's come out with the attitude, we're going to show you. We're just going to grind it right at you.
In motion is Sabalos. Fake pitch to Sabalos. Gutierrez looking downfield. Gutierrez with time. Gutierrez shoots. He's open. He's thrown to the outside of Julian Daniloff. Well defended. Incomplete.
Daniloff had double coverage. Number 21 from Brawley. Yeah, he was open underneath.
3rd and 2. Wildcats taking the shot. They've been running the ball well tonight, Coach.
Yes. In fact, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of shocked he threw there. And when I say he, I mean Coach Vanderveer, call him to play and whatever. Not second-guessing him, but they've run the ball extremely well.
The Wildcats now with the short 3rd and 2. The give is
There's
to
the
Moreno.
run.
No, it's not. It's a give. It's a keep by Gutierrez. Gutierrez finds his way into Centurion territory at the 44-yard line. And still in the second quarter, we have the Imperial Tigers 0, Palo Verde Yellow Jackets 0. We'll have you have an update on that and other scores if possible. 10-20 remaining, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 45-yard line.
They're just running the ball down University's throat.
Update on the Imperial score. It's a 7-0 ball game. Imperial is ahead in the 3rd quarter, 7-0 over the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. Wildcats now with the 1st and 10. New set of downs. Gutierrez is looking. He's being rushed. He gets away. He's at the 40.
Great move.
Jumps ahead, and he's tackled by, that's number 11, Jerry Hernandez.
Now, people who are watching would say, wait a minute, he was hit out of bounds.
No.
The whole action started inside of the boundary. It finished up out of bounds, but it was a clean hit.
2nd down and 4. Ball is inside the 40 to 39-yard line. Let's go 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Thank you, Jose Alejos, for the update score. Alejos out of the VSN South with John Moreno, Vic Carrillo calling the action down there.
They got 2nd short, basically.
2nd down and 4. Wide side to the right side of the Wildcat offense. The give is to Richards. Richards out the right side. Richards.
Outside veer.
And that just hit as it's drawn up. Richards with a gain of over 14 yards. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 22-yard line, 23.
One of the toughest plays in football to stop.
Outside veer, right off the tackle. 9:32 remaining. The Wildcats now taking their time. Well, they just had the ball for 3 minutes, going inside 3 minutes.
They've driven the ball down the field.
So this is the box, the interesting point of a football game. It's the last 4 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 4 minutes of, the 3rd quarter, Coach. It's a very important block of 8 minutes.
Yep, you hit the nail on the head, Ronnie.
9:01 remaining. 1st and 10. The give is to Moreno off the right side. Why not? They did well last time. 2-3 yards on the play, 2nd down and 7.
And if you're on defense, that's demoralizing. I mean, you're getting smacked, and it's 3-4 yards a crack.
Hart Insurance, your full-service insurance agency offering customized protection throughout California and Arizona. Give Liz, Christy, and Sandy a call at 760-344-1400. Johnny's Burritos. How can you go wrong with that? Located in Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial, serving the Imperial Valley since 1963.
So now the Wildcats with the 2nd down and 7. The ball is outside the 20. We'll say the 21-yard line. Gutierrez looking for Valenzuela. And you're going to get unnecessary.
Yeah. There was no need for that.
No.
And the kid Ezra Dew, he's played a good game. That wasn't a very smart play. It totally incomplete.
Frustration. Is that frustration coming out?
Yes.
No, but it doesn't even matter what it is. That was just
not a
unnecessary.
very smart football play, period.
It's not a smart football play.
At all.
Yeah.
8:10 remaining.
Keystone HR Employing Services is for real business solutions that make economic sense. For free business evaluation, call 760-427-2877. JJ's Tire. Look, that's a staple in the Westmoreland community. 24-hour service, new tire sales and service. Located at 199 Main Street. Give JJ a call. Look, I've seen that guy work on Sundays. So, hey, you got any kind of tire issues, you give him a call at 760-455-3109.
So the Wildcats now, with the penalty, have a 1st and 10. They can get a first down, I believe. They give us to Moreno. Moreno trying that right side again. Moreno to the 5, to the 1, and he is knocked out.
Knocked out of bounds.
So I'm going to wait and watch till we see the flank officials.
I watched him.
And he's going to be – but is it going to be enough for a first down, Ron? Did you see where they marked him?
They dropped the sticks, and I'm pretty sure they were able to get the first down because look where this one's at.
In that first half, Will, when that down on that corner, when we were wondering about the clock run, there never was a signal that he stepped out, even though he had to have.
Now, it looks like they're only going to have for the box marker, so it's going to be 1st and goal to go on about the 1 yard line. So, well, we've seen them get inside the 6 and 7. We were debating on what it was on, but we've seen the Wildcats get knocked back on this. Let's see if they rebound with this.
Ronnie, I run the ball. What do you do?
For sure, if I had 11 players on the field, looks like Sabalos just got in there. Yeah, you're going to run that.
Good point. That helps.
You give it to the tank. Let him go do his damage. 8:01 remaining in the Wildcats off that 1 yard run by Gutierrez. Matthew Gutierrez makes it 26, Wildcats Centurions 0. 8:01 remaining in the third quarter. How far would you say that drive was, Coach? I didn't tack it.
I'm just guessing. From where
it's over 70, I think.
It was. That was 50, 60, about 66, 67 yards.
Urbano set to kick, set to hold is Brandon Porras. Good hold, good kick by Urbano, and the Wildcats now have a 27-0 lead over University City High Centurions.
Kaz and Bros, and that's not Kaz Brothers. That's Kaz and Brody.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
And I've been saying Kaz Bros myself.
Yeah, but
a lot of people do.
No. And Troy told me the story. He doesn't even mind. He goes, as long as they're saying your name, it doesn't even matter. So visit Kaz Bros Design Shop, where they offer trophies, awards, custom T-shirts, embroideries, signs, banners, located in Brawley. Give Troy and the crew a call at 760-550-6878. Desert RV and Towing. Local Desert RV owned by Joel Gonzalez and family wishes Valley teams a successful school year. Services include 24-hour towing, off-road recovery. Contact them at 760-344-9200. One of our new sponsors this year.
Gilbert Valenzuela is set to kick, and he kicks it more than a pooch. The ball's all the way to the 15, returned by, is that Dixon? Sure is, Dixon. Ooh. And a good tackle by number 36. That's.
And you could hear the crowd
Alex,
over here.
That is Camilo.
Now it's 36, Ron. 36 made that hit.
Yeah, that was number 36. That was Andrew Camilo.
And
Camilo.
As we take a timeout, VSN will be right back after this.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
Infinity Mortgage. Call Zinnia Sanchez to find the best loan solution that suits your family needs. South Cali Air. South Cali Air Conditioning, the #1 York dealer in Imperial Valley. Contact them today for all your AC needs.
And speaking of our sponsorships right here, Chris, give you a call this weekend. We're trying to set something up. Did I tell you, Ron, or I mentioned it to you, that we got something set up with Top Notch Barber where we're going to do a little interview. It's going to be kind of cool. We've been working on it.
There's been a rumor flying around, yeah.
The thing is, it's just getting everybody together at the same time. Driscoll's serving the Imperial Valley since 1979. They take great pride in the years of experience and quality of custom silk screens, embroideries, and Letterman jackets. Stop by their location located at 1470 West State Street in El Centro. And don't forget to go in there and check out Radfin and all their fishing attire that Dustin has in there. Just a superb line of clothing department with that Radfin brand. Imperial Valley College, founded in 1962, proud sponsor of VSN's live stream. We thank Dr. Johnson and his whole entire staff down there at IVC, fostering excellence in education for 60 years. Winner of the 2023 Aspen Award winner for the best community college in the nation. Congratulations to Dr. Johnson and that whole staff at Imperial Valley College. And that's a key player right there.
Yeah, you know, you lose Joshua Dixon. Not only do you lose one player, but you lose two spots on the secondary and as a wideout. So, you know, it's been that kind of season for Uni. You know, you get Roman Rodriguez back, number 3. He's back. You're kind of getting your offense healthy. Now you lose Dixon, hopefully for not too long. 7:54 remaining. 1st and 10 for Damari, and that is Demara. Again, Quentin Demara.
That is excellent defense right there. Excellent.
Coach Swearingen, when we talk about the defense on the Brawley side, from right now with 7:38 and the clock ticking it for the third quarter, what's your thoughts on the Brawley defense?
Awesome.
Well, that'll describe it real quick.
I mean it. They have played an awesome game tonight.
Ron, I want to ask you the same thing right after this play. What you've been seeing out of the Brawley offense?
That is Roman Rodriguez. Rodriguez, good enough gain for at least 7 yards, making that a 3rd and 3.
Perfect example. They tried to run a running play. They pulled both the backside guard and tackle. The defense on the Brawley side shut it down. He had to cut back. Brawley makes the tackle.
3rd down and 2 for the Centurions. 6:58 remaining in the third quarter. Fake to Rodriguez. Demara gives it up.
He didn't get it.
He did not get it, and he just barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've been in this fourth down situation a couple of times, so let's see what they do with it. And look, I don't see no new players coming in, especially a punter.
No, they're not. So 4th down and 2.
This could be the turning point that really puts a couple of some Wildcat nails into the coffin right here.
Let's see what.
That's almost an illegal formation if they both go downfield. That's a live ball. That's a live ball.
So they shut it down.
Regardless, it would have been Wildcat ball because of, I don't know. Yeah, because it was 4th down, yeah.
Was that illegal forward pass?
Well, no, I thought the ball was thrown behind.
Was it?
Lateral.
It was a lateral. It was a live ball.
Yeah. But it would have been Wildcat ball anyways
yes,
if it being 4th down, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
That was kind of odd play calling, you think, Coach?
Of course, I barely passed football 101, but I 4th down in that situation.
And they've gone for it on 4th down in basically in the same area. They did it at the first.
Yep.
Wasn't it the first possession of the first quarter?
Yes.
And now this possession, which was their first of the second half, putting their defense backs against the wall. Gutierrez is looking. He escapes. He's still looking. He avoids another block. He's at the 30. And now that's a tired defense out there.
Totally opposite of what we're seeing University City do, where the Wildcats are faced with a situation where it's going to be a loss of downs, and you see those plays that Gutierrez makes just make positive yards out of it. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serve our community through partnership, professionalism, uncompromising excellence. Quality of life, protection, service is our commitment. Cannot forget Imperial County Health Department. The mission of Imperial County Health Department is to promote, protect, and support the health of people and the environment of the Imperial Valley communities.
Wildcats now with 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. Wildcats have now a 2nd down and 3. They're at the 31-yard line of the Centurions. Whiteside is to the left of Gutierrez. Gutierrez gives to Richard. Richard again with the hop jump out to the outside. Hits the dive, pops it out to the left, and gets a 1st down.
That young man's one heck of a running back.
I really enjoy watching him run.
You know, not to jinx anything because I don't believe in that stuff anyways, Ron.
I do, but go ahead.
Ron, something we haven't seen out of the Wildcats, Coach Swearingen, correct me if I'm wrong, fumbles.
Oh.
No, hey.
No, they've held on. Yeah.
They've been hanging on to the ball.
Yeah.
You know, in the games that we've seen, they've been hanging on to the ball. And that's just something that, you know, early in the games, early in the season, you expect that out of those games. But, you know, Brawley has had a good handle on that.
Protect the football.
Protect the football. And being that it's the fourth game of the year.
Look for the outside veer, split backs.
Everything points that way, middle of the field. It's perfect time to call it. Instead, it's a
gonna
spot pass to
throw.
Boras. Boras to the outside. Boras with the gain of maybe 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Well played by the defense of the Centurions.
Good call, Ray Vandiver. Fooled us up here.
Ron, tell us a little bit about the offense. What's your opinion these last couple of weeks have you seen out of the Wildcats on the improvement side and not?
Well, the last few weeks they put up points against teams that they should be putting up points on. But tonight was going to be the test.
Yes.
Of, okay, where are you really?
Yeah.
Where do you gauge yourself? And right now, tonight, the Wildcats look good. They came out. They've executed. They've been clean on offense, Coach. You know, with a few plays here and there, nobody's going to pitch a perfect game in football.
Yeah.
Right, Coach? So what they're doing right now is effective, and that's what you got to build on. So it's a good building block is what it is. You know, trying to build this team, you're trying to build a program, and, you know, the Wildcats, tonight's a good night right now.
If this continues, which it looks like it will, they're going to open some eyes for the people who are going to take and rank teams. Brawley's going to move up.
Yeah, well, with University City being ranked 11th and Brawley 14th, I talked to Coach Lockett prior to the kickoff, and he felt very confident. I mean, he was
they
straight,
did.
He
Right,
goes, no,
right.
we don't think we're going to have an issue against Brawley Wildcats.
No, and that's how they should feel. I mean,
yeah, that's true, though.
Based on the history, he has these kids, what he has, and there's Gutierrez shooting it out to Boras. Boras again with that out, Coach, and they get a first down on it. A very good football play, Coach, a quick out.
Oh, yeah. They are. If he pumps that out, take a look at his deep receiver. There isn't anybody from here to Brawley covering him.
Imperial Flying Services, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Proud supporter of our U.S. military and Imperial Valley communities. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico at La Fonda Bar and Grill. From sizzling carne asada to watering enchiladas, located at 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro. Back to the action with Ron Rubio.
Gutierrez looks. Gutierrez is going to shoot it. No, he pumps it, holds it back, and it's intended for Danilov. Off his hands. Rare to see Danilov.
A little double pump might have
thrown off the receiver because he was going down, but yet.
It's so easy for us to call it up here, though, right, Ron? And then we see a double pump because it might throw that timing off a little bit, you know.
Let me ask you this question. Have you ever caught a ball like that? Yes, you have. So it can be done.
Well, it can be done, yes. Not going to make excuses. You know what? He knows he should have caught that too, though.
But here's the thing, you know, these are the things, like I just said earlier, it can't be perfect, but the Wildcats are playing a good football game. The play calling has been good. Very good
that's
right
a
now.
Good point.
Because
we haven't talked about that.
Yeah, it's keeping that defense off guard. You know, they don't know what's coming.
Brawley has played a solid game on both sides of the ball.
On both sides of the ball. And look, there's Danilov, and there's a perfect throw. Did you see Gutierrez pump once, not once, but twice?
Now, you talk about a window.
Right here, boom.
He put it right through the window.
And, you know, this all cannot be done without the play of that offensive line. Alejandro Cota's out there. There's other kids out there. I'm going to get your name, guys. Don't you dare worry. But Alejandro Cota's playing an offensive tackle out there.
This is deja vu. Only
on how?
The shoes on the other foot.
Well, last year's game, the Wildcats were knocked out in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't scored. Oh, was that a fire?
No, the ball hit. It was a short snap, Ronnie.
Wow, the way Boras tore off out of that, it looked like it was a design play.
It
almost
the
short
snap
hop.
hit the ground.
Little short hop right there, yeah. But still, that's what you're supposed to do. You call fire and you go, Ojeda Industries. All right, there's nothing more I can say about Tony and Patricia except thank you very much. from all of us at VSN. Just great people to work with, serving the Imperial Valley for all of your industrial needs and agricultural needs, such as hydraulic service repair, located near the airport at 1698 Jones Street. Havens Landscaping, been with us since day one. Havens & Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street, specializing in gravel, rock, and stone for all your landscaping needs. Give them a call, 760-352-6735. With 2:09 to go, back to Ron Rubio and Coach Swearingen.
Set to kick for the Wildcats is number 21. That's Gilbert Valenzuela, a senior. Now, is Dixon back in there, number 5? Yeah, and Dixon came back. Good to see that number 5 is back there, ready to return to kickoff.
Oh, that is your good point, Ron. You're right.
Is this Ezra Dewey, 24? Great play by Roy Rosas.
Woo, what a play.
He didn't come back to block that well, though. Did you see that?
Yes.
Man, he was on him like ugly on a bad haircut. Wow.
He got there. That's Roy Rosas. Roy Rosas made another big play early in the first half, coming up. So with that, the Centurions will take over at the 29-yard line.
Reach Medical Response Service and AMR Medical Transportation Service. Donnie Wharton reminds you, when second counts, you can count on them.
.204 remaining in the third quarter. Damari looks. He swings it out to his running back. That's Roman Rodriguez. Is that a...
That's a forward pass.
That's a forward
It was
pass.
forward.
Okay,
It was forward.
Hope everybody's having a good time down there at Burgers and Beer for the best burgers in town. If you can't make it to the game, watch it on VSN's Game of the Week, located at 260 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. Just waiting on some score updates here so we can pass them along to our audience.
You know, the Centurions were moving the ball, I thought, pretty well on the ground. I think they kind of maybe got away from it because the score dictated it. But, you know, now you're going to set up DeMar up to throw on every single down. He throws it out. That's complete to number 7, Gunnar Reyes.
They're basically going to have to throw it on every down now.
You know, if you're trying to make a run for it, you're down 33 points. What do you want to work on? What do you need to improve on? But this has been their MO the whole season long, coming from behind, putting DeMar back, you know, and trying to shoot the ball to his receivers and make the plays through the air. But because you're behind, you have to abandon the running game.
Brawley's put up the 33 points, and that's the handwriting on the wall.
And the defense has played well. The defense looks like a defense that was prepped well during the week.
And am I correct by saying we haven't seen Brawley's punter today?
You're going to be right on that. I've not seen them in punt formation.
And we got a score update here. Of course, last night we saw Granite Hills control Central Spartans 34-6. Right now in the fourth quarter, 7-0. Imperial leads Palo Verde. And then we have La Quinta out of the Coachella Valley leading Southwest 27-0 in the third quarter. Interesting score.
Let's hear it.
Calexico at Hopeville, 14-7, Hopeville.
Ooh.
Yes.
Damara looking. Damara pumps. He throws to Dixon. Covered well by number 4, Brandon Porras, and assisted by number 7, J.D. Arianes. Number 4 is Brandon Porras.
We have some interesting scores here. Let me tell you. Right now, I saw Tony Leon, and I go, today is the test of all tests. They were playing southwest of San Diego, and he felt confident. And look, southwest of San Diego has been around for a while. They're not no pushover. Coach Swearingen remembers them. And the score right now, Coach, 14-14. They're going into overtime.
Wow.
So, yes, Coach.
Where at?
And I believe that game is at
it's at Calapat.
At Calapat.
Wow.
Coach Swearingen, you know, there's some pretty good things going on out there.
Fake to Rodriguez and keep by Damara. And Damara keeps the ball for no gain.
You know, gentlemen, I tell you, I think, just my opinion, But I think this is the best football game that Brawley has played to date.
Yes, for sure.
Solid on both sides of the ball.
And you know what? They look like a team that welcome to see a higher quality opponent. They really look it, and they're reacting well to it, you know. And here's the throw by Demara. Break down in the coverage, and that is to number 11.
Looked like number 10 catching it out there. Oh,
so
no,
that had to be a blown coverage.
No, that was.
Is that 31?
Yeah, that was
nice play by number 31.
He just blew by the
Cameron Landeros. Landeros, number 31. Nice play. Hey, you know that the Wildcat defense was aiming for a shutout. Would have been a big cherry on top. You give that up, something to talk about in the coaches' meeting.
No, they blew it. The coverage was blown.
I'll tell you what, it's easier to see the numbers on the screen.
For sure.
No, but don't get me wrong. This is a beautiful stadium. It's just that we're so high up and then this beautiful track in front of us.
So that was a good throw and catch. Nice kick by number 12. We don't have a number for the place kicker. So with 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Wildcats now lead the Centurions of University High 33-7.
Centurions. There, I finally said it.
There you go.
IV Welding and Mechanical, serving the geothermal and all industrial facilities in Imperial Valley. IV Welding is a proud sponsor of Imperial Valley Sports. Give Fred a call, 483-WELD Weld. The Dom team. For all your real estate needs, give Doug and Andrew a call at 760-337-8600. The Dom family has been in the Valley since 1908 for business, residential, and farmland real estate. It's the Dom team. You know, Dom has been with us, Ron, since the very beginning, man. Good to always see him. Intercare. When it comes to health care, the Intercare is here to help with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Intercare is improving the health and wellness of our community. So with 34 seconds to go, Coach Swearingen and Ron Rubio back at the action.
The incentive for the Wildcat offense is to get those 6 points back.
It'll be interesting to see how they react.
A nice grab. Woo! Nice grab by Zane Richards. I mean,
soft hands right there,
soft hands, man, 50-yard line. But here's the deal, too. I mean, the Wildcats are executing on offense. But what's benefited the Wildcats, they've had very short, great field position. I think 3 of their scores were 50 and under. And you can't do that with an offense like this, but University City put them in that position, and they cashed in on it. Yes. Now that's the story, cashing in on the cashing in on the great field position. Yep. So here it is again, Wildcats at the 50. Gutierrez gives, is that Moreno?
He got all of that on his own.
Yeah, that was Moreno. Moreno running the play up the middle, and he got a good gain of 3 yards. Second down and 7. Ball's at the 48-yard line of University City.
As Ronnie alluded right now, that with Moreno running up the ball and the clock ticking with 7 seconds to go, Brawley's going to want to make sure that this fourth quarter goes a little bit quicker, no damage, nobody gets hurt, nothing. So with that said, Coach Swearingen, Ron Rubio, Will Torrez will be right back after this.
Intercare since 1970. When it comes to health care, Intercare is here to help, with locations throughout the Imperial Valley. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of the community.
Whether you're looking to purchase or sell, your next home awaits. Give the Dom team a call. With over 50 years of experience and over 100 years in the Imperial Valley, Andy and Doug can help you find the right home at the right price fast. Visit us online at www.thedomteam.com and let Andrew and Doug find the perfect home for you. Call today, 760-337-8600.
Letterman and Bros. Letterman and Bros is a production and retailer of custom Letterman jackets serving the Imperial Valley for over 20 years. Its primary focus on varsity Letterman jackets, embroidery, give Daniel a call at 760-693-5034. Back to action with start of the fourth quarter. The Wildcats now at the 48-yard line of the Centurions. Score from Imperial High School 14, Palo Verde 0. Looks like we're going to have an infraction.
Tom Brawley.
Grosso's, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1955. Family owned and operated, located at 1902 West Main Street in El Centro. Order to go or come in for that excellent Italian dining experience. The original Town Pump Steakhouse. For the best steaks in the Imperial Valley, visit the original Town Pump, located at Turner West Main Street in Westmoreland. Gutierrez on the keep. Gutierrez to the 40, to the 35. If you want to celebrate at the Town Pump, give him a call at 344-3663 for a reservation. So as we said, 5 seconds into the fourth quarter, first down for the Wildcats. They started at the 50. They're now at the 39, 1st and 10.
Well, they're coming right back with a statement. We're going to continue to run the ball. We can do it, and we're going to do it.
The night is getting brisk.
Yeah, it is. I just noticed
it's
that
a night
right
little.
now.
I felt that right now, but hey, with the 11:35 remaining, let's see what the Wildcats can do. Gutierrez is looking to the right. He shoots at two Porras. Porras again with the nice route. Good route runner inside the 30, let's say the 29.
But look at the move after the catch.
Yeah, Coach, good point on that. He got another 4 yards after that.
Yes, he did.
You know, Porras has been a possession receiver tonight, but don't let that fool you. You know, he's been catching these short routes and getting some yards after the catch. He's a great deep route runner, which now, and I think Daniloff and Porras, they complement each other.
Yeah.
Big time.
I agree.
What about that line?
Well, the line, you know, we're going to get to this kid's name. They have a sophomore right there. That's 55. That's Padilla. And now here comes Gutierrez. Was there a flag on the field? And he throws to an open Gutierrez. Oh, Porras.
I thought he might have had that, came down with that.
Might have had that. Did I see a flag in it?
Yeah, it looks like the flank
see
official. And usually it's when it's early like that, it's an illegal shift or illegal formation, and probably against the Wildcats. So, you know, what was that? That was going to be second down?
I think so.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to move him back, or we'll see what they decide to do.
Procedure.
Yeah. Marianne Valenzuela Feenley, your State Farm Insurance. Representing the Imperial Valley like a good neighbor. She's located at 122 Main Street in Brawley. You can always call her at 760-344-0447 for all your insurance needs. IID, Imperial Irrigation, is your local water and energy company, providing reliable water service and energy to Imperial Valley 24/7, 365. The IID, keeping the lights on and the water flowing for the whole Imperial Valley.
10:41 remaining in the fourth quarter. They give us to Richard. Richard up the middle, then he pops it out to the outside for a gain of, let's say, 5 on the play, making it a 3rd down and 1. But the play side could be the right side, but the whole offensive line by Alejandro Cota, number 78, Joe Lopez, 61, Jacob Padilla, the sophomore, number 55, along with David Kim, 54, and Omar Torres, all night long, blocking well on the run and blocking pretty good on the pass.
When Matt threw the deep pass into the end zone that didn't connect, he had all day to throw it.
Right.
All day.
I mean, his footwork was there. Looked like a sprinkler. Boom, 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 boom. Checks his progression. One, and there was one where he pumped once, not once, but twice, and still.
But those 5 guys up front protecting him.
So the Wildcats now looking at a 3rd down and 2. 9:45 remaining in the fourth. The pitch is to Sabalos. Sabalos tried the left side. Sabalos, good hard runner, and he's going to get a 1st down on that.
It's going to be close. Let's see where they give him.
I see the flank down here. I'm looking at him. He's number 1. That means 1st down for the Wildcats.
And I'm going to explain something when you said the flank official where to look at. So he's looking straight at the 1st down marker, which is, you know, I'm not saying the other flank official that's on the call, but his back is to the marker. The guy across the field can actually see by the yards, by the hash marks, where the ball is being placed, and he's letting the white hat know, look, it's first down, let's go, move the chains, keep it going. Great job by his officiating
Good
crew.
job, yeah. It looked really good.
They've done a good job all night.
Yeah, I think so too. We've had that back-to-back.
For the kind of style of play it was, it's quick, it's fast. And here's a pitch to Moreno to the left side, short side. Moreno with a good hard run. He's going to find at least 7 yards on that. It's going to be second down and 3. Escare Realty. Escare Realty is your hometown real estate office in Calexico and serving the entire Imperial Valley. Go see Mark Escare at Escare Realty. 760-357-9707. Escare Realty, the mark of excellence. Ahumada's Outlet, the best brand mattresses at the best prices in Imperial Valley. Get a free box spring in any mattress purchase. Just say code VSN. I like that.
Me too.
8:23 remaining. Gutierrez again. He's looking. He stands in the pocket. He throws. Trying to make an adjustment on the ball. I'm going to have to say that's Porras. Was it?
I don't know,
sure was.
But, Ron, I don't think they're taking their foot off the pedal here,
No.
Ron.
Well, and you know what? It when you see a game like this, I don't see it as running the score up. You're still playing. You're still playing.
Last year. You know what they say, about paybacks.
So here we go with the third down and 5-4. The Wildcats. They give us to Richards. Richards tries the left side, nothing doing. He's going to be brought down, but guess what? He falls forward. What looked like maybe a gain of 2 turns out to be a gain of 4. It's going to be a fourth down and 1 for the Wildcats.
I love the way he runs.
Zane Richards is a good running back, I'll tell you that.
I'd take him any day of the week.
For sure. Prime Hydration with bold, thirst-quenching flavors to help you refresh, replenish, and refill. Prime is a perfect boost for any endeavor. We're confident you'll love it as much as we do. Brought to you by Alfred's Distributing. The Wildcats now with 7:39 remaining. They hold a 33-7 lead.
Boy, they have controlled the clock tonight.
They've controlled the clock, and now they're looking for a first down. Moreno is the back. And Gutierrez tries to bounce it out. He does find a way. He bobs and weaves.
He's getting first down.
He gets the ball to the 15-yard line.
First down.
Call the police. Why not? Brawley Police Foundation. Join the Brawley Police Foundation to support a safe community through partnership with the police. Our goals include K-9 support, technology, youth programs, and crime prevention. Follow us at Brawley Police Foundation for more information. RDO. Minimize your downtime and protect your equipment. Investment. Stop by our Imperial headquarters located at 3275 Highway 86. Nothing runs like a deer. So here we go, guys. 6:48 remaining. Wildcats now with the 1st and 10 out at the 15-yard line.
Trips formation on the right side. Wide side.
Gutierrez gives to Moreno. Moreno tries the right side. Nothing doing.
Nothing.
Good tackle by number 56. That's Brigowicz. And I've been trying to pronounce your name correctly, Quinn. Brigowicz. He's made some really good plays, number 56. 6:15 remaining. Second down, loss of 2. Make that second down and 12.
Both teams still have all their timeouts.
Both teams have no reason to call one yet. The Wildcats are bringing it up. Gutierrez to Richards. Richards off the right side. Richards going to fall forward back to the original line of scrimmage and beyond. Maybe a gain of 5. Outside the 10, we'll say the 12.
Wow. Ronnie, I really love the way he runs.
Really, man. I mean, it looks like he's going to get bottled up, and boom, he slips away. Finds a little gap. He's a good.
Is Zane a senior?
He's a senior.
Man.
And he's had 2 really good JV years as a running back. But here's the deal, Coach. We've had other running backs ahead of him.
Yeah.
That's what.
Brawley's had what you'd call a stable.
So it's the inventory was high then, and now he's making the best of what he has of his senior year, it looks like. So Gutierrez now. Gutierrez, look, he shoots it, and it's picked off. It's picked off by Reyes, number 7. So Gunnar Reyes with 4:56 remaining.
Number 8 made an unbelievably great open field tackle for Brawley. If he doesn't make that tackle, he's gone.
It looks like he's telling Brandon Portas that he may have run the wrong route. I don't know. However, good play by Gunnar Reyes. The ball now is at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Centurions. Remember that movie, The New Centurions? I'm not sure if you ever saw it back in the 70s.
Yes.
Great show. Great movie.
That's Brawley's first turnover.
I think, did he throw a pick in the end zone back here? I don't know, but that was, yeah, you're right. Might be the first one. So it's 4:56 remaining. Quentin Demara. This kid's been a warrior. He looks, he throws. It's incomplete to Dixon.
That's a wheel route out of the backfield.
Wheel route that should have been completed. Top Notch Barber. Fresh fades, always a cut away. Visit Top Notch Barbershop. Big Chris is at 317 Wake Avenue in El Centro for a one-of-a-kind haircut. Thank you, sponsors, for being with us. Don't know where we're going to be at next week, but we'll be somewhere. 4:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. As I said, thank you, sponsors, for being with us last night and tonight as we see the Wildcats with 33-7 lead with 4:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. Damari looks. He shoots. Boy, Dixon took his eyeballs right off of that one. 4:50 remaining.
You know, for people who don't understand an explanation of a wheel route, it's when the back in the backfield takes an old swing route, but he goes. Meaning streak.
Deep.
Yeah. It's a swing and go or a wheel route.
So Damari now looking at a 3rd down and 10. Damari looks, he has time. He's going to sprint to his right. He tucks it and runs. He's being pressured by the Wildcats. Pressure put on by number 9, Alec Valdez, and number 59, that is Drake Seals.
Valdez has played a very, very sound game.
A sound game, Coach, for sure.
Very.
He's been in the right spots. Looking at the Wildcat defense, it looks like this defense, these kids execute their assignments.
Coach Rick Rubio has just done a tremendous job. That's just my opinion, but I think he's done a tremendous job.
Wildcats have done well. Wildcats next week will be at Gila Ridge or home at Gila Ridge. That is their opponent is Gila Ridge. Wildcats now chasing Damara. Damara works his way out to the right. He shoots it down. It's complete to number 31. That's Cameron Landeros, who made that great catch in the corner of the end zone. So Landeros, second big play by Landeros with 3:52 remaining.
His original route, he wasn't open. He scrambled to the open area and gave his quarterback a shot.
That's correct. Worked his way back for an open to be open. Wildcats still have their starters out there. Ball is in Wildcat territory, 37-yard line. Damara back. He looks. He flushes up forward. He's looking. He tucks it, and he's brought down. Great tackle by Matthew Moreno. I mean, that was a very good.
And I'm going to, even though he scrambled for that, I'm still going to credit the 4 guys up front. Pressured him in the backfield, forced him to run.
Yeah, flushed him out.
Yep.
So the Wildcats with 3:26 remaining. Safe to say they're on to their 4th win of the season. The Wildcats' next 2 opponents next week, Gila Ridge. The following week, they'll be back up here in San Diego County to take on the Scripps Ranch Falcons.
Ronnie, this just not a 4th win. This is a statement win.
Statement win for the Wildcats. As we said before we went on the air, the Centurions of University City High were ranked ahead of the Wildcats. They were 11. Wildcats sitting at 14. Things should change after tonight. And we have a flag on the field.
Holding. holding on University City.
Penalties, Brawley, 4 for 25. You want to mention it, Ron?
You know, tonight's execution, by both teams, clean football. Brawley has only 4 penalties for maybe 25 yards, while University City, 3 penalties, 30 yards.
Yep.
And that's
well played
clean
game.
football. Clean
well played
football.
game.
3:21 remaining. Quentin DeMara has nothing to be ashamed of. That kid's a pretty good quarterback.
Yep.
Given what he has to work with, second down and, let's say, 18. DeMara looks. He steps up. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run. He's at the 40. Works his way, and another flag on the field.
Boy, about the time we mentioned holding again.
So that's their 4th. They're even on penalties, 4 apiece. What was a clean football game 10 seconds ago has now become littered with yellow.
I jinxed us.
I know.
I jinxed us.
Just kidding. 3:08 remaining. Another hold.
Yeah, it's a spot foul. That hold from the 10 from the spot.
So University City, they will fall to 0-5. Their season is halfway done. DeMara looking. He steps up. He's going to tuck. No, he's going to throw it, and he throws it into a crowd of white jerseys of the Wildcats intended for Joshua Dixon, and he had a guy wide open back there.
He did. Coach, he did. You saw him too.
But when you're under duress, man, you're trying to look.
It's easy for us.
Yeah. But
yes.
When you go back to the drawing board and you're watching this on film, you will mention that. Look, and the coach is willing. Yeah, you were under duress. You're going to nail that. But look at with the backside.
Yep.
And maybe next time in a game, same situation. Hey, that's there. It might be there again.
Yes.
That's football, Coach. You know how it is.
And,
it's a week-to-week learning experience.
And sitting up here, we can see it.
Yes.
And what's the old saying in football? The worst seat in the house is downfield level.
Got that right. So, DeMara again with trips to his left. That's the wide side. DeMara rolls to his left. DeMara sets. No, he doesn't. He tucks it. He's going to throw it to number 31. Yep. That's Landeros.
Yep.
And Landeros is fighting.
Landeros, he was the safety valve on that because
Safety
the deep
valve?
receiver was covered.
And, hey, the Wildcats will take a check down any day of the week. 2:42 remaining. Landeros, that's his 3rd catch that I know of with positive yards. 2:35 and ticking. Centurions have 3 timeouts left, Coach. So do the Wildcats. Not one timeout's been called to
No,
in the second half.
there hasn't been a timeout called this second half.
So it was a quick flowing game for teams that both put the ball in the air quite a bit of times tonight. 4th down and 8 for the Centurions and a timeout.
Again, as soon as we said it.
Yes. The football gods are watching this, Coach.
Yes.
2:08 remaining. Wildcats 33, Centurions 7. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Experience the vibrant flavors of Mexico at La Fonda Bar and Grill. From sizzling carne asada to mouth-watering enchiladas. Why do we have to pick a commercial when I'm hungry with mouth-watering words on there?
There you go.
So with 2:08 remaining, the Wildcats now, Coach. So what's on the road for the Wildcats, Coach? As you know, they're going to play Gila Ridge next week. They have a bigger opponent 2 weeks, Scripps Ranch, as I just mentioned.
Ronnie, in all honesty, Coach Vandiver and Coach Rubio are not going to let the Wildcats become lackadaisical. Both of them are excellent coaches, and they're not going to let their team do that. The Wildcats will go out. They'll take care of business next week. They're not going to overlook anybody.
Yeah, and and that's the trick of some coaching. How do you handle your football team mentally? What's the approach this week in practice? Are you going to be big-headed and go into, But it's just human nature. But the Wildcats right now, if the Wildcats can't keep this pace that they're growing, good things for Brawley could happen.
Through the years, I found that if you just treat practice as a regular practice, you don't let up, you don't get harder, you just treat it as a regular practice.
Sure. So the Wildcats now will take over on downs with 2:01 remaining in the fourth quarter. So if the score holds true to form as it is right now, 33-7, this will be the Centurions' lowest scoring game of the year, 7 points. They had 2 touchdowns last week versus Point Loma. They gave up 33 points last week to Point Loma. We're sitting at 33 right now.
Yeah. Brawley has come out and made a statement tonight.
And, everybody that's, talked about the Wildcats record, this was, for sure. This for sure was a game that they were looking forward to playing. And that's the thing that we sensed up here, was that the Wildcats welcomed the challenge. They looked like a team that was ready to meet the challenge, and they did what they did.
I'm impressed with the Wildcats' performance tonight. And what I've seen, they have steadily improved.
Yes. And, it's hard to gauge how good a football team you are when you're blowing people out. Sometimes it was at the quality of opponent. But right now, tonight, was a good opponent.
Yep.
And the Wildcats executed on both sides of the football, and that's what you want to see as a coach.
Yeah.
And so with 1:15 remaining, how many more plays do they have to run?
Oh.
Not too many.
No. What, 2 more?
So Will Torrez is down there looking for a player of the game. We'll see who he picks. But before we say our good nights, I want to thank the crew. I want to thank Joaquin Matus, the wizard, who gets us all going.
Yep.
Saul Pena, cameraman, Manny. Saul Pena and Manny Barr right here taking care of the camera business for us. Can't thank my partner more than enough, Mr. Coach Mike Swearingen.
Good job tonight, Ronnie. Good job.
Back-to-back nights, the throat's a little sore. The drive home to Brawley is a good one for the Wildcat Nation. Thank you, Centurions, for the hospitality. As we tick down to 26 seconds, Wildcats 33, Centurions 7. So congratulations. Good luck to the Wildcats down the road, as well to the Centurions.
A solid performance.
So we've seen 2 good football teams the last 2 nights. The Wildcats looking good, ranked 14 in Division II. That should change. And the stuff from the Granite Hills of last night Eagles.
Yeah.
So 3, 2, 1, the game's over. We'll be we'll be right back.
Lee Tire Company. We are a local, family-owned business specializing in tires and automotive needs. We are located at 114 Main Street, El Centro. Call us at 760-352-1721.
Back to University City High, where the Wildcats were a 33-7 victor on their 4th game of the year. They now improved to 4-0, whereas University City returns. They now are 0-5. Wildcats now will be playing the Gila Ridge Hawks next week. So The Wildcats now looking at 4-0. 2 good games coming up, Gila Ridge and Scripps Ranch. Very well played ball game tonight, clean football game. We hope everybody out there at VSN enjoyed it. Tune in next week. We'll let you know where we're at. Till then, good night, and thank you for tuning in.